Okay guys, before we get started, I would like you guys to just go down below and subscribe because we're on the road to 100 subscribers. We've been gaining, a lot of ground in the past couple days and the past couple weeks as I started back on YouTube from my about 2-month break. So that would be very much appreciated if you guys subscribe down below. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. Yo, what's up guys, it's Nexxus, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Black Ops 3 Zombies and the fact that one of our 4 main characters, Nikolai, Dempsey, Richtofen, and Takiao, one of them is going to die in DLC 4. Now this is a theory that I've come up with. I've made it myself. I haven't looked up anything, of the sorts. I've come up with it myself, so I'm taking credit for this theory. And what I found in Horizon Jaha whenever I was playing it this morning, or actually the other week, is that there are three sets of statues of the 4 main characters, but each set of statues only has 3 characters. Sometimes there's an empty slot to where there's only 2 characters, but 2 out of the 3 times there's only 3 characters lined up rather than the 4. Now the reason why I think that this is suspicious is because there's plenty of room for all 4 characters to go by just moving around a few aesthetic things, so there could be statues of all 4 Primis characters. And if you guys aren't familiar with Primis, it's actually the ancestors of Nikolai, Dempsey, Takiao, and Richtofen. So we only have 3 characters in each set of statues, so instead of the 4 characters like we usually have, there's only 3, which means one of them, something has to happen to one of them. So I'm thinking there's 2 possibilities. One is that someone dies, or 2, someone becomes like a godly entity. So I'm thinking that Richtofen would become the godly entity since he's obsessed with power, but since we're in this this new era of zombies, I'm thinking that someone dies, and since Richtofen is kind of the good guy now instead of the evil Dr. Richtofen, I'm thinking that he sacrifices himself in DLC 4 to save the others and to save the world from this new threat that's arising in the Apothecans. So how this would affect the storyline is, Richtofen would no longer be referred to as the evil doctor who's obsessed with killing people and who's the sociopath, but rather he's the hero who saved the other 3 main characters and really in retrospect the entire world. So what I'm thinking is, the 4 main characters, they ride into battle with the staffs and their dragons. If you guys haven't heard the theory of mine about the lightning staff, go ahead and check out the other video, link is in the description. But he's going to be riding into battle with the other 3 main characters, and it's a long, hard fought battle. Maybe they turn the zombies to their side, because since they're fighting Apothecans, that's a whole nother threat. So maybe they're able to transform the zombies' heads, and Richtofen's able to get into their heads to change them on their side so they can fight the Apothecans. And there's a long, hard fight with these Apothecans and the zombies, the minions they're fighting, and then the big, generals of the 4 main characters in Primis with the, maybe there's these 4 giant Apothecans like Margwas, and, they have this long fought battle, and it's all down to maybe Richtofen. Maybe everyone dies and it's just down to Richtofen, and he, he's fighting them off with the staff. Maybe he runs out of ammo for a staff, he throws it on the ground, he tries to pick up Dempsey's staff, that one's out of ammo, so he pulls out the Apothecan, the ball, the summoning key, and he's like, okay, this is it, and he sacrifices himself into the summoning key. It revives the other 3 who are, either down or dead, and he explodes and blows up all the zombies, all the Apothecans. He saves the other 3 main characters, and the world is in relief as, he saves the world. So I'm hoping that this is a real thing, because I want to see, I don't know why, but I want to see like a big character death that's like sacrificial, or not sacrificial like to the devil, but like sacrificial like he gives his life for other people and he's a hero. And I kind of want to see that out of Richtofen, since he's usually referred to as a sociopath and evil doctor from the original Richtofen. So I'm hoping that he sacrifices himself to save the others, to save the world. And if you guys agree with this theory and you think that, it's plausible or possible, leave that in the comment section down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please do leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. And as you guys can see by the comparison, it is actually the direct use of the lightning staff from Origins plus lightning staff from this shadow